What's up, Tiger family? It's Morgan Thomas again with the Morgan Thomas Show. And today we're going to talk about Trevor Lawrence's pro day, throwing bombs before he's scheduled for surgery. And yes, I'm back. I'm back again. Not common for me to do something daily, but I'm going to try. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to do anything this weekend, so don't even think about it. But I did want to get in and talk about Trevor Lawrence here. Yesterday, if you didn't check it out, I talked about Mike Jones Jr., but today we'll be talking about Trevor Lawrence and his pro day. And by the way, if you haven't already realized, we have moved the live show from Monday to Tuesday night, 8 p.m. So Facebook, YouTube, make sure you get in and watch our live show with myself, Big Al, and Houston there. We'd love to have you join in. But again, today we're talking about Trevor Lawrence's pro day. I believe he did really well. Guys like Pat McAfee talking about how well he did, how good he looks. He seems kind of slimmed down. I know he's not able to do as much in the weight room because he does have to have surgery on his torn labrum that he has. But Twitter all over, and analysts, experts reacted to how he did. To me personally, as a Clemson fan, I've been seeing him for so many years. It's kind of like, why do you need to see this guy again? I mean, you know what he's going to do, but Trevor is not that type of person. He's not somebody to kind of duck out if he needs to, even though he really has a legit reason of a surgery. He's actually having surgery tomorrow, but Trevor wanted to come out and show he's not like anybody. He's not different than anybody else. He's just like everyone else. And he didn't want to be disrespectful, and he wanted to plan this out, but he wanted to do it, a little bit more structured. But really, he started back in California as he was practicing out there in California. And he decided, okay, about a week ago, he's going to do his pro day early because he's got to have that surgery, and he's going to have it tomorrow. And it's going to take about 6 weeks or so, 6 to 8 weeks to get him to be able to throw again, but then also 4 or 5 months before he's fully recovered. But I looked at a couple of articles out there. Man, there's stuff all over the internet with great throws from him. I mean, of course, as a Clemson fan, or really as a college football fan in general, you pretty much know that he's a great quarterback, and he's got an arm out this world kind of arm. But 31 NFL personnel there. We got teams: 49ers, Broncos, Chargers, Dolphins, Eagles, Falcons, Giants, Jaguars, Jets, Lions, Panthers, Patriots, Raiders, Saints, Steelers, Texans. We're not even talking about the Texans, Titans as well. Obviously, everybody thinks that he's going to be going to Jacksonville. Not a big surprise there that he's going to Jacksonville, but some of Twitter reacted. I'll kind of go through some of, experts, analysts' thoughts here. We've got Andrea Adelson, who writes for ESPN. She's on Packer and Durham a ton. Guys, I think Trevor Lawrence is still going to go number one. Yes, we all kind of felt like that. Ryan Green gets on here and says, Urban Meyer walking out of Trevor Lawrence's pro day like Vince McMahon walks down to the ring in WWE. No chance that you're not going to pick him number one overall. I know some, Brett Favre mentioned don't pick him, pick a wide receiver. But really, if you look at it, you look at like Deshaun Watson, other like really, really talented elite quarterbacks out there, they're going to get you. They can really get you a couple of wins out there. Not many positions out there that make or break you on a couple of wins and can kind of take you over that hump. If you're a 6-win team, take you up to 7, 8, 9 wins. I know that not the only player that you need to build around. I think you definitely have to have some studs on the defensive line. We saw in the Super Bowl, it's not all about just the quarterback. You got to have some studs on defense as well. Speaking of defense, Coach DeAndre McDaniel, you might have remembered him from Clemson days, but he said, I would have made Trevor Lawrence put on 2 weighted vests, shoulder pads, helmet, and some sandals with 2 defensive ends rushing with no offensive line. This man's talent is amazing. Throwing a ball is effortless. Where's the stress? What do you get out of this workout other than seeing his hair laid? And he's got a bunch of goats there. And it also says, number 1 pick, stop playing. Make that man play with 1 cleat on his left foot, and he'll still be number 1. A bunch of laughing emojis there, and hashtag Go Tigers. Tiger commenter on Twitter says, breaking news, Trevor Lawrence is good at football. Larry Williams of Tiger Illustrated, I recommend them for sure. He says, sorry, folks, but Trevor Lawrence already did his pro day back in high school, which, I mean, if you look at his high school film, amazing for sure. Kelly Gramlich gets in there from the Roar and from the ACC network. Trevor Lawrence is Andrew Luck, but he is more mobile, not as weird, and doesn't have a neck beard. That neck beard. I gotta make sure you clean it up there, Andrew. But he's not playing anymore. You gotta love what Trevor. Like I say, looks good, a little bit thin. Some people mentioned that he hadn't been able to, lift weights, but I don't think that's a big deal for sure. David Hood gets in from Tiger Neck. Lawrence throws to Cornell Powell on a sluggo, and it was gorgeous, on time, accurate, but we already know he can throw. And it kind of alludes back to what some other writers on there, Anna Hickey, mentioned, that this day was really good for the guys like Cornell Powell, who were able to catch those balls from him and kind of show off what they can do on short notice as well, running correct routes, catching the ball. A lot of people came out and said the wide receivers for Clemson that were out there showed off what they can do and did well. So it was nice for Trevor Lawrence, but I think it's going to be great for Cornell Powell, backing that up with a great, 15th year senior effort that he did. I'm joking, but a great last year at Clemson. Also a great senior bowl game there. So, just adding on top of this pro day, we'll see what he can do at the combine. And I think, Cornell's definitely stock has been rising for sure. Official weigh-in from Jane Slater of the NFL has got him at 6'5" and 5'8", weight 213, hand 10 even, arm 31 and 4/8, wingspan 78 and 2/8. Man, if I had those measurements, let me tell you, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. That's for sure. I'm sure if a lot of us had those measurements, we would definitely be at least playing some type of football, some type of sport right now. Because Trevor, he's a guy, you can see him play basketball, he can play volleyball, he can golf a little bit, and he's going to be one of the best in the NFL, I believe. Again, Tiger Net comes out and says Trevor Lawrence says he can throw again in 6 to 8 weeks after surgery, and then 4 to 5 months. So that was big there. There was also mentioned that he talked to Urban Meyer specifically about his turnaround time with this surgery. And if he waited for, the normal pro day, which is more in March timeframe, then it would push back everything. And, the NFL starts in early fall, college football starts in early fall. So you're thinking around August, September, you need to be ready. You need to be getting on page with your teammates and doing some more live stuff. If you're still trying to nurse or come back from injury or come back from a surgery, it just delays everything, delays your entire team, especially when you're the quarterback. So go ahead and doing it tomorrow, getting the surgery done, I think puts him up for success, because then you got, let's say, 2 months from tomorrow. So you're looking at late April, that he'll be able to start throwing again. And then 2 to 3 months after that. So you got May, June, July. So you're looking at late July, he will be able to have full clearance, maybe leading into August there. Mike Golick also goes in on Twitter and says, okay, for those who like to take a dig a bit, if Trevor Lawrence goes number 1 in the NFL draft, I'm wondering what other player or players were number 1 in high school as a recruit and then went on to be number 1 pick in the draft. You know what? I don't really know many, really, because if you think about it, there's so many guys that it's hard to rate in that college recruiting environment, because mostly you see film and all their film is just the good stuff. But you got to see Trevor Lawrence. He was rated number 1 overall as far as the quarterback is concerned, 5-star, big-time player. And then he's going to have a chance to be taken number 1. Now, we believe he's going to be taken number 1 with Jacksonville, especially considering what you saw from Urban Meyer. A lot of people were saying, hey, he didn't leave his side. He was within 5-10 yards of Trevor Lawrence the entire time, watching every single throw and paying attention to everything. Let's see if I can throw up a video here real quick I'm going to try to throw up a video from Brad Kelly here on this side and make it big for you, and just see one of the bombs. I'm going to turn off the audio there. You can just see one of his bombs here. Just amazing. And we know what Trevor can do. I mean, look at that. Look at that, man. Right there to Powell, in stride. Didn't have to slow down too much. But it just shows. And, I mean, who better to throw it to? They've had a great connection this year and just, gliding into the end zone there. Man, we're going to miss this guy. We're going to miss Clemson fans. I'm already missing this guy just watching this. Wow, it's amazing. Let's see if I got anything else. Here's another one. Let me close that out, and let me throw this one up here real quick. This one's from Sports Illustrated, and you can check this out on Twitter as well. This is kind of from the end zone look, and you can see he just throws it. Man, just amazing arm there. He's great. you know he's great. But we don't have to sit here and brag on him all the time. We know Trevor Lawrence is awesome. Let me know what you think about in the comments. Do you really think, is he, there's still rumors he may not go number 1 overall. I think it's crazy. I think he's definitely going to go number 1 overall. But let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know how you felt about the coverage. How many Clemson players have been covered for an entire hour for their pro day on ACC Network, and it's just them, exclusive them, not a group of guys, but just him. And Trevor Lawrence definitely deserves that honor for how well he played and the type of leader he was for the team on and off the field. So let me know what you think in the comments. Is he going to Jacksonville? Maybe somewhere else? I saw on Reddit, they're saying that they'd love to see him in Detroit. No, I don't want to see him. I don't want anybody to go to somewhere where I don't think that they're going to be used. I know Jacksonville, a lot of people ragging on Jacksonville, but I think they have good leadership there, great owners, and love to see what they can do with him. I'd like to see him close too, because, I'd love to go check out some of the Tiger NFL players when I can. But let me know what you think in the comments. And then always don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. And again, check us out every Tuesday, excuse me, I about almost said Monday, every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. where we do our live stream, myself, Alan, and Houston. And we'll see you later.